Okay, am I rolling here? Okay. So for those of y'all watching this and you're at home or whatever, I'm gonna put a picture of this on Facts for y'all can download it. I'll do it for y'all too. Y'all can get a picture. There's two little handy charts in your book, page 139 and page 140. Again, I'll put this as an attachment. You can download it. But it has all the rules. Like if you multiply by a negative, reflect it over the x-axis. If you multiply by a negative on the inside, it's reflected over the y-axis. Okay? All right, then you have the whole translation. Plus or minus goes up and down. Plus or minus on the inside goes right and left. So that's all on page 139. That's actually all pretty simple, okay? But then we go over here on page 140. These two little things are a little more complicated. When you multiply by numbers, it kind of gets a little tricky as far as what's going on. But this chart really helps. Okay, so if you multiply by, I call it just a regular number. Like we multiplied by 2 up there, and that thing got skinnier, right? If you see how it says times C? Do y'all see that little, like if you're looking at your page or y'all are looking in your book?
Oh, I see it.
It expands vertically. Do you see where it says that? Okay? When something's vertical, that's up and down. If something expands, like our absolute value was like this, well, then it kind of went like this. So if you're expanding vertically, you're kind of like getting taller and squeezing in, going up. Does that make sense? So if you multiply by a regular number, it expands vertically. If you multiply by a fraction, like 1/2, okay, which multiplying by a fraction is basically kind of like dividing. Like if you multiply by 1/2, that's like dividing by 2. It compresses vertically, okay? Let me show you what that on the board. You're gonna follow me on the board if you can do your phone. So like on this one, like if you do 1/2, so I'm gonna do like this, 1, 2, just takes me a second to type in, hold up. Okay, so see how I multiplied by a fraction graph? Look at my black line. It actually got fatter, right? Okay, that's called, what is that? Multiply by, let's look at our book. That's called compresses vertically, okay? Think about the word compresses. If you do chest compressions, what are you doing on somebody? You're going like that, right? You're pushing down on something. So in my head, that's how I keep it straight. I'm pushing the graph down, right? Okay, so but this little chart's gonna really help, okay? If you multiply, all right, let's think about this for a second. If you add or subtract, am I in the video? Do I need to scoot back?
No, you're in it. You're good.
Okay. If you add or subtract on the outside, what happens? A vertical translation, right? If you multiply by something outside, then you're either going to expand or compress vertically. So if you're outside of the function, something vertical is happening. Whether it's an up and down and left and right translation, whether you're doing a compression or a stretch. It's a vertical change of some sort, okay? If you're inside the function, you're gonna have some kind of a horizontal change. You're gonna go right or left, or if you're multiplying by something on the inside, and this little chart really helps, you're gonna have a horizontal compression or expansion, okay? This is kind of weird. It's a lot. Yeah, this is why we're definitely videotaping. Okay, how long is that one, Emma?
3 minutes.
Okay, stop.